and welcome to another episode of Friday Fiber Chat. My name is Sarah. This channel is where I share all about my crafty projects. It's mostly knitting, but today I have a special vlog episode for you, and I'm just kicking it off here because I wanted to tell you about the project that I'm going to be bringing with me. But this weekend, my partner and I and a bunch of our friends and some family are getting away for the weekend. We are going to stay at a house kind of cabin in Hocking Hills, which is about a little over an hour drive south of Columbus, where I am in Ohio. And it's part of Wayne National Forest, which is absolutely stunning. Like, it's kind of, I think it's definitely the most beautiful nature we have near central Ohio. I know there are some amazing, there's a national park in Ohio further north, but yeah, it's really, really beautiful. So we are going down there this afternoon, and then we will be coming back on Sunday just for a little getaway. And I thought I would bring you along. So this will probably be the only chatty portion of the video, and I'll try and keep this one on the shorter side, but just wanted to hop on, tell you what our plan was, and tell you about the project that I'm bringing. So I am in the midst of trying to finish up a bunch of projects before we get to December so that I can really dive into all my Vlogmas projects, my holiday projects, and have some of these other things off the needle. So I've been working on specifically finishing up a few different pairs of socks that I had on the go. I actually finished one pair today that I will be so excited to show you on the next podcast episode, and trying to finish up my West Knits MCAL shawl from this year, which this last clue has been a doozy for me. Those rows are over 500 stitches. It's a lot of knitting. I have just been doing 2 rows a day ever since the knit along period officially ended, and I'm so close to being done. I have 2 more rows of brioche and then 1 more setup row and then the I-cord bind off. So I am so close to being done with that. I'm definitely going to finish it within the month of November, which was my goal. But I decided to give myself a little break from it and not bring it on this trip, and not bring the socks either. I decided I'm going to cast on something new for this trip. So let me tell you all about that. If you are a podcast viewer, this will be a new finished object. I finished my first garment spin, and I love how it turned out. So I have it caked up already. Here's the first cake. So this is hand spun, made from 4 different braids of mostly Shanico fiber. These were gifted to me by my friend Jess. She purchased them for me when she was in upstate New York earlier this year. And they all had kind of a creamy white base, but then some had a lot more purple and pink. There was one that was more neutral. It just had black and brown. And then there was one that had some more autumn tones, like these red and yellows. So I had 4 braids and I combined them into a 3-ply and got this really cool, the yarn reads as white, but it has all of these colors in it. And I don't know if I'll be able to show it to you without it blowing out, but yeah, that looks pretty good. So you can really see all those little colors in there, but from afar, it's still gonna read as white. So this was a monster spin. So glad that I got it finished, and I can't wait to cast it on. So that's what I'm gonna do this weekend. And with this, I am going to be knitting the Hiesu by Vera Valimaki. I knit one of these earlier this year and loved it. I think I knit the whole thing in 2 weeks. I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna knit another one with a couple of slight modifications, and I can put a photo of the design in here. So it's this really cute short sleeved tee basically, and obviously this is worsted weight wool, but I'm imagining this version will be kind of more of a loungewear piece than something I'd be wearing to work per se. So, and I can also put a photo of my first version that I made, which was in this crazy neon coral color, which I love. I have worn that one out into work, but it definitely is a little bit more summery. So I am going to be knitting size 5 again, which is the same size I knit for this one. The only modification I'm going to try to make is to correct the fact that the back of the sweater is about 2 inches longer than the front of the sweater. So when I'm wearing it, the hem kind of tilts to the back, which I don't love. And I think it's because of the yoke construction. I want to try and kind of right that a little bit. it has a European shoulder construction, and I think that just tends to pull everything back. So my plan is to try shortening the back yoke piece by like an inch and extending the front by like an inch. And my hope is that then when I join in the round for the underarm, that'll help to kind of right size, like situate the yoke, and then the body will lay straighter. And I've never tried that before, so hopefully I'm thinking about that correctly, but I guess we will find out. The other option is to just knit it as pattern and then put some short rows in the bottom of the front so that it sits more evenly, but I want to try this kind of adjustment in the yoke, and then we'll see how that goes. One other change I did make for this pattern is that I go down a needle size. So the pattern calls for this to be knit on US 8s or 5mm needles for the body. I went down to a 4.5mm needle or US 7 for my first sample, and I'm going to do that for this one as well. I just feel like it gives a little bit more of a dense fabric, which I prefer for this style. So I can't wait to cast that on. I'm going to cast on in the car on the way down there. Like I said, we'll have about an hour in the car, and then it should just be a pretty chill weekend. It's gonna be kind of rainy, so I don't know how much like hiking or outdoor stuff we're really gonna get to do, but the cabin we're staying at is really cool. It has like a little movie theater, it has a big hot tub, so hopefully we'll get to take advantage of those things. We're also gonna do a Friendsgiving dinner tomorrow on Saturday. So that should be really, really fun. We're probably just gonna play games and chill. We are also doing a PowerPoint night tomorrow night, so everyone made like a funny PowerPoint presentation, and I would imagine we'll be drinking some alcohol and doing that, which should be pretty funny. So I will try and bring you along for the journey. I hope you enjoy seeing this little footage of our weekend away. And I will be back next weekend with my last podcast episode of the year, which is crazy to say, and then we'll be getting into Vlogmas. So I hope you enjoyed this little vlog before all the Vlogmas craziness. Yeah, let's get going.